On the eve of Hour of Devastation, I can feel new set fever beginning to take hold, and the only cure? Redundant arbitrary top 10 lists. And with that said, here are the Cetera's top 10 favorite cards from Hour of Devastation. Disclaimer, these are not intended to be the most valuable or powerful cards, just stuff I like. Also, this list is in no particular order. Let's start with a few honorable mentions. Up first, the last gasp of the God cycle in the form of Oketra's Last Mercy, Bontu's Last Reckoning, Ronus' Last Stand, Hazaret's Undying Fury, and Kefnet's Last Word. I personally like the white, blue, and green ones the best and think Ronus' Last Stand has the best chance of making a competitive impact. A 5-4 for 2 on turn 2 is nothing to take lightly, drawback or not. I could see Oketra's ability to gain 15 to 18 life in certain situations being more than worth the drawback, and permanently trading one untap step for your opponent's best doodad could be absolutely game-breaking. Another honorable mention is Solemnity. You're probably going to hear a lot about this card elsewhere, so I won't waste a lot of time on it. It's very powerful, but just not interesting or exciting. There's no fun factor, just an answer to a million decks, and while that's great, necessary, and important to the game, it just doesn't get my juices a-juicing. And my final honorable mention is Razaketh the Unfair-Blooded. This guy is silly. Yes, he cost 11 billion mana, but so do Eldrazi's, and that never stopped them from ruining entire formats. I'm sure this guy will make most of his appearances in Commander, but you can't deny the raw power of his recurring instant speed tutoring. In fact, he is so powerful in that format, I imagine playing against him will feel very boring Klexy, which is Magic speak for go f*** yourself. And for that reason, he's just getting a nod here instead of making the main list. Speaking of which, coming in at number 10 we have Hour of Devastation. The namesake of the set, this has to be good, right? All creatures lose indestructible and take 5 damage, as do all non-bolus planeswalkers. Very playable. Not much to elaborate on here. Powerful, fair costed, and fills a hole red desperately needs. Good card. And now, Devastation gives way to Revelation, specifically number 9's Hour of Revelation. This has Commander written all over it. You will almost always be wiping out everything for only 3 mana. I could see this popping up in Standard from time to time, depending on which way the meta winds are blowing, as Planar Cleansing did, but Commander will be this thing's first home. At number 8 we have Ramanap Excavator. Remember this thing? Well, apparently it turned into a snake and found Jesus, if this card is any indication. While Crucible does see some competitive play, it is primarily favored in Commander, and with many of its synergistic cards being green, expect this guy to command a lot of value as time goes on. Number 7 is Supreme Will. Wait a minute, that isn't rare or mythic. Sure isn't, but it's hyper efficient. It's the love child of Manaleek and Impulse, both of which have been format staples at varying times over many years. Not sure if the 3 mana cost will push it beyond playable outside of Standard, but never underestimate the value of versatility. I expect this to see a lot of play over the next couple of years if Control has any presence at all. Number 6 gives us Samet the Tested. I don't feel like this gal is getting much love. I like this card for several reasons. First, it's fair and completely playable. Her first ability can one-shot someone in the right situation, and the second ability, while modest, is versatile and useful. But if you just have to do busted overpowered junk, try casting her with Doubling Season in play and immediately ultimate her and whatever 2 friends she digs up, which could include another copy of herself if it was modern viable. I think this card is a nice balanced power level that most planeswalkers miss. Number 5 is Amit Eternal. Look, I'm going to be honest here, I haven't read this card. It is on my list for one reason only. It is a zombie crocodile demon. Just let that wash over you for a minute. This is the best thing to happen to Magic since zombie camels. Okay, let's see what it actually does. 5/5 for 3, afflict 3 counters, yada yada. Oh wow, lucky for me, this thing is super playable. Comes out fast, is a zombie so it can take advantage of all the zombie recursion currently in swing. Put your opponent in a bind, having to choose to block and still lose 3, or let this thing beef back up. And black should have no trouble removing those pesky blockers in the first place. Very neat card. And at number 4 we get Torment of Hellfire. This card is absolutely brutal, and at 5 or 6 mana could be devastating. Anything above that would likely end the game. I could see this being played in Mono Black Tron or Pox, and a few other places, definitely Commander. Short and sweet, just dump as much mana into X and get out a bucket to catch the tears in. Coming in at number 3 is the legend himself, the Dragon of Devastation, Ugin's Bane, and the new reigning king of late night, Nicol Bolas God Pharaoh. So many abilities. Where to start?
What? This is an outrage!
Hello, Nick.
Don't you hello Nick me. What is the meaning of this folly? Number 3?
Well, it's like I said at the start, this list is in no particular order.
This list is in no particular order. Hogwash! I should be number one. Look at all of those wonderful abilities. This is no way to treat a god. Plus, I totally just bartended the entire Gatewatch.
Look, no disrespect intended, but you gotta get over this and let me finish this list. You can't be in every single video I make.
I can't if you want them to be good.
Don't you need to be rehearsing for your next show or something? I'm sure they can't get anything done with their big star MIA.
If you think appealing to my vanity is going to work, you're completely right. But I won't forget this slight. Tread carefully, unseen narrator person.
Sorry about that. So anyway, what does this card actually do? Oh, you know what? I don't even care. That guy's a jackass. At number 2, we have Naheb the Eternal. Not sure if this guy will make the cut, but he looks great on paper. 6 toughness makes blocking him off difficult, and if he's blocked at all, they're losing 3 no matter what. I think the most interesting part of this guy is that he doesn't have to enter combat at all to trip his mana production. He turns lightning bolts into 3 damage dark rituals, and there's something very satisfying about that. I hope this fella finds a home somewhere. And last but not least, we have Mirage Mirror. I love this card. Versatility personified. Jealous of that doubling season? Make your own. Next turn, copy a Blightsteel and one-shot someone. The possibilities are endless. Also...
So this is it, huh? The number 1 card, better than God himself.
Oh, for fuck's sake, dude, let it go. No particular order.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the most magnificent of them all? This stupid thing can't even copy the new me. Why would you want to turn this into anything but the best card ever?
I'm just trying to make a video. What do you want from me?
Say it.
What?
You know what Nikki likes.
You're the best, Nicol Bolas.
And?
You're number 1, the king. No other card comes close to matching your splendor.
Change the card.
Are you serious?
I'm waiting.
There, fine. You are officially number 1 on some stupid list that no one cares about and is in a random order.
Delightful. Thank you for this most deserved honor. I'd like to hey, where are you going?
Well, there you have it, the scoop on Hour of Devastation. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment telling me what you like from Hour of Devastation. Also, all that jabber about Nicol Bolas having a talk show wasn't a joke. You should click this link and give it a watch. That's it for now. Stay tuned for the obligatory Hour of Devastation product opening videos coming soon.